Welcome, everyone, to our Tuesday night testimonials. How awesome this call tonight, coming off of an amazing month. Are we having fun yet, you guys? This is so incredible. I love tonight more than any of the calls that we have because tonight we get to hear from real people and hear the testimonials and stories. I have a very special guest at the very end that I'm excited to introduce you guys all to. Um, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, we're going to start off with Amber. And I haven't had the chance to talk directly with Amber, but she's been talking with Troy, and Troy is so excited about what she's been sharing with him. So, I wanted to give her the opportunity tonight to share with you all what's happened for her and some of the stories that she has. So, Amber, over to you.
Thank you, Lori. So I buzzed down to my office. Two of my boys had a basketball game, and I brought my makeup and I was gonna do my hair. When I was walking in, someone yelled my name and a friend of mine, and I'm like, "Hey, come in here. I got to show you a magic trick." So I just patched her, and she just walked out. So you all give me,
Yeah.
because I've been lots of crying today, happy tears with clients. So
Awesome.
I yeah,
This is a
I'm
come
I'm
as you are, right?
yeah. Well, good, because this is how I am today.
Yeah.
Well, the story I would really love to share tonight with you all is my mom. Lori, is there any way you can give me the ability to share my screen?
Oh, this might be above. Oh, I think so.
So
Yep.
while Lori's doing that, I'll tell you my mom has an MS diagnosis, um, and she was diagnosed when I was 3. So she has had MS for almost 45 years. And when I heard about, obviously, right, when we hear Jay's story, I was very intrigued, um, and a little skeptical because we've tried a lot of things. So I'm just gonna get right in. Oh, I still can't. Oh, I'll send a request, Lori. Does that
Yes,
help?
that helps. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So this was on Friday. I patched my whole family. I have 4 boys, my husband, and then I booked it over to my mom's. So I promise I won't make this too long. Okay, I just want a couple videos. So if you could just like walk down to the end of the fridge and then come back with your walker. Yeah. So if you, I'm gonna turn down the volume there. If you watch my mom, it's her left side that has most affected. That's the leg that drags. So she comes back. And you all know the process of stability and mobility testing. Don't let me push you over. So I don't have to push very hard, and I catch her. Resist, don't let me push you over. Now, I want you all to watch when my mom turns. Watch how hard she has to grip my arms. She leans back. We do a lot of getting there. This takes quite a long time because she can't let go of my arms and I have to hold her waist. So she's still moving. This takes a while. Don't let me lean towards it. And there she goes. Pretty easy. So now go ahead and turn. So now the super patch. So I put Liberty on and she stands up. Stronger than the first time we did it? I guess, yeah. She's little based.
Like 4 days now.
So now if you watch when she turns, she barely holds my arms and boom, she turns.
Wow.
So getting her hands in the right spot takes a little bit of time, but I love it because watch, I'm not holding her. She's standing there and I'm not even holding her. Don't let me resist, resist, resist. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Now I had an idea and I said, "Can you take a few steps?" And if you see she's not holding my arms and my mom takes steps and I haven't seen her do that. And then she goes backwards. I haven't seen her do that without a walker in 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll do this quickly, but if you see her walk, she's picking up her left leg.
Wow.
She's not leaning on her walker, she tells me. And then I have her do it again. And this second time's even better. I'm singing.
Wow.
I'm so amazed. And now my mom's humor, I don't know if you'll hear her, but right here she says, "Do you want me to run now?" Watch her feet.
The smile on her face.
Yeah.
So good.
So an update. So this was Friday. So an update on Saturday, she had a funeral to go to, and it was a good friend. So she was there for the visitation, the funeral, and the lunch after. So it was 5 hours. So I went over to video her because I'm videoing her almost every day because I want to watch the progression. And typically after that, she would have to lay down. Um, and she said, I don't feel like I have to lay down. Like I don't have to sit down. I don't have to lay down. And then I talked to her today. She actually had another funeral to go to. But what she noticed today is that in church lately, for since the summer, she said, she hasn't been able to stay standing for a song, like a praise and worship song, or she's had to sit before the song is over. And every time she stood up in the funeral to sing a song today, she was able to stand through the whole song. So I know my mama is going to be able to walk without her walker someday, and I'm beyond grateful. I could fill this whole call with testimonials of clients I've had in my office today like I said, I've cried my makeup off today. People are leaving in tears, and I've heard so many people saying that. I mean, this has only been a week since I've been a part of this company. To be able to experience this with myself, with my family, with my clients, people driving down the street. Lori, I'm so grateful for your words of, "Can I show you a magic trick?" I got to patch two younger boys at the basketball game tonight that I know is going to change their school experience. Like I said, I could talk the whole
Awesome.
call. I won't. I'll stop now. I know there's a lot of other people. I just thank you everyone for this amazing company, these amazing
Oh,
patches.
thank you, Amber, for the vulnerability and for taking the time to video that. I tell everyone, like, make sure you are videoing that first experience because you can never get that back again. And I am grateful because every time I see a story, like, my body is lit up right now again with goosebumps. Like this is good work. And I have a few clients that have come in walkers, very similar to your mom. And I'll be posting up a video this week. I had a client leave my house yesterday with no walker, no cane, bopping down my walk. So it does get better and better as the body is retraining, right? And now she's going to be stronger and moving more. That is so beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Let's give her some. That was amazing. So our next guest tonight is Danielle. And Danielle shared in the Facebook group, and it moved me so much. I just was really excited to actually hear her story and have her share her journey so far. So, Danielle, over to you.
Hi, guys. We're come as you are tonight, right? Am I muted?
Nope, you're
Nope. Okay.
good.
Um, I, gosh, I don't even know where to begin. So I also have MS, and my gait is pretty horrible. I've gotten myself to a point where I don't use a cane or a walker anymore, but my pain from I have it's literally twisting my spine. And so the pain that I experienced in my entire spine and a pinched nerve in my back that was shooting through my hip. Um, on November 14th, I turned 50 and I was a little depressed. I was pretty upset about the direction my physical condition was going. I was um, struggling really hard, and my patches arrived on the 15th and absolutely changed my world. I went in to show my husband. I was like, check this out. I didn't think to do the stability test on him, but I said, watch me try to balance. And I was trying to pick up one foot off the ground and balance. And I couldn't really pick that foot up. And I put the patch on and I lifted that foot up and I swung my leg around in the air and I was balancing perfectly. But the greatest part, I didn't even think about this. I started walking down the hallway, and for the first time in 17 years, my feet were straight. Like my gait was aligned like this. I walk like this. And to see this, and all of a sudden, I noticed all of the compression was off of my spine. And I mean, this was within minutes. My collarbones, everything twists, and my collarbones are real close to touching. Everything pulled back where it goes. Took so much weight off my lower back, but then I put that freedom patch on. And the very next weekend, I'm not kidding, I was on my feet at an event for 27 hours in a 48-hour period of time. And folks, I was a little bit sore, and that was it. I had plenty of energy. I was on my feet and running around this convention. I was weaving in and out. I mean, there was 100 people there, and I'm running in between people. I didn't tip over. I didn't have to grab and secure myself. Like my balance and stability, I felt like Tinkerbell running around that place. And then the whole, just the business opportunity. Absolutely. Having MS, the whole electrical connection in the brain made perfect sense to me because I know my wires are messed up, and it clicked instantly. And I am like happiest person in the world now. From the 14th, here I am wondering where my life's going to go, and on the 15th have a completely new outlook on my entire future, and I am so grateful. I can't even put it into words.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing. The Troy and I were on a podcast today, and I was sharing that we have had so many beautiful stories, and every single time I don't think it will ever get old. Every single time it's just a miraculous thing to hear, and it gives people so much hope. And I am grateful that, some of the biggest ahas that come into my life and that are life opening are in that last hour in desperation. And I'm so grateful it came right on time for you.
It
So,
did.
yeah,
Yeah, God is great. It's just a beautiful thing. It's such a blessing, and I'm so excited for the future with this
yeah,
place. So
awesome. Have you tried any of the other patches?
they're on their way. I am very
Okay,
excited. Now I've
yay.
got Victory, Defend, Rem, Lumi. So all the and Peace, all the things that are gonna, like my neuropathy. I got diagnosed in 2009. In 2000, December 7th of '08, I woke up with my arm asleep and it didn't wake up. And it
Mm.
ended up pretty much going paralyzed. And I did get most function back, but my hand stayed asleep. And the decrease in my neuropathy, I can reach my hand in my pocket and tell you which kind of coin each coin is. And for me, that is a miracle in itself. And I haven't even tried the victory patch yet. So I
Awesome.
am so excited to
Well,
see
we're
how
going to
much
have you
further this
back on
goes.
again. We might not
Yeah, you
recognize
will.
you because of the Lumi, but you'll have to
No
announce
joke.
yourself.
Yeah, I looked
Awesome.
in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I need that patch.
It's one of my favorites now. So,
Yes,
yeah, thank you both for sharing. And I
absolutely.
am elated to introduce you guys to one of my mentors in Super Patch, massively successful. And she's helped me so much get clarity and vision on how to grow this and how to support a team. And I am just really excited because tonight we get to hear her super patch story and how it has helped and transformed her life. So I want you to introduce to you our VP of our team, Amanda Allen.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
We good? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, first of all, it's so nice to meet you. You all are incredible. Holy cow. You guys crushed it. This last month, the last couple of months, getting to watch you guys, it's been an honor and a blessing to see everything you guys are doing, to see all the lives that you're changing. And if you ever need help, I'm here. We're all, all hands on deck, and everyone just does what they can when they can. And it's one of my favorite parts of this whole thing is the community and the sense of, belonging to something that's larger than yourself. And there's no hierarchy, we're all just normal people and we just want to help people and bless them and be there to serve them. And so I just wanted to say that first. Oh my goodness, my backstory. So, Lori, I'm going to do my best to keep it short because I don't even think you've heard my entire story. It is really long and complicated. So I'm 36. If you go to my Facebook, you'll see I'm young. I do Pilates all the time. I'm fit. Okay. I used to do Irish dancing. I used to be a swimmer. I used to do track. I used to do all these things. Okay. Well, when I started to kind of hit puberty, I started to have a lot of anxiety. And they thought, oh, you're just nervous, right? You're in school. You're starting to get into middle school and on to high school and all these things. Well, they didn't know that I had severe hypertension. And they ignored it. They thought I had white coat syndrome for a long time, which is you're just getting nervous because you're going to the doctor's office. And they ignored it for so long that it actually started to make my heart thick and hard from the pressure. And I ended up at Stanford Hospital. I ended up at Mayo Clinic. They found a brain tumor. They found issues within my gut. I was having ovarian cysts rupture every single month. I was passing kidney stones every single month. They found multiple places where they were scared for the C word. And they were even scanning my bones because they saw that I had hypoparathyroidism, which, if you don't know, your parathyroid is responsible for bone density. And so that was really bad. It was supposed to be a 14, and that was at a 2. And it was so wild because they had just pushed me away, and I wanted to be a nurse practitioner. I really wanted to help people. I actually got my CNA license, my phlebotomist license. I worked in facilities. I worked in cancer, research facilities, and I cleaned up after, all sorts of procedures. And it was really wild to see the inside of the system because I realized this is just not in alignment with what I want to do here. I was giving people like 10, 15 pills to wash down with a Diet Coke after I just gave them McDonald's. And my mind is to each his own. If that's what you want to do, it's your life, right? We all have free will, but it just didn't feel right for me. And so I was already eating well. I was always doing all the things I could do. And it was really hard for me because I didn't understand. And so I started a gut health regimen. And this is actually going to tie in with our market advantages. This is going to blow you guys away. I promise I'll zip this up and it'll make sense. But I started with a gut health company. That was my first experience in network marketing. Loved it, felt wonderful. They lost their core formula. The FDA said you can no longer sell it. And all of a sudden, I started feeling horrible again. All of a sudden, all of my customers started to feel horrible again. Our sales started to plummet. It was really rough. And so we went through all of that. I thought I found another product I could stand behind. I could really help people. And that got flagged for heavy metals. And if I'm being honest, I just kind of thought maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm done. I don't know what I'm going to do because I really want to help and bless people, right? I really want to help them in not just their physical health, but also their mental health because I had really struggled with feeling sad, with feeling that anxiety right through all of that. And that was kind of chronic. So when my friend and sponsor, I think you all know Ricky James, brought the patches to me, I was blown away. And I remember thinking, this is really cool, but it's just not for me. So I want to encourage you guys, if you have anyone that you know, like they have MS or they have headaches or they have something and they tell you no, just remember I was very stubborn for a little bit. Just stay with them and keep bugging them, because that's what she did with me. And she just told me, she was like, Amanda, I know you, just look at these. And so I watched the science video. And immediately something clicked in my brain. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been praying for. They figured out the mind body connection. Holy cow. And then I saw the patches and I saw the liberty and the homeostasis. And I saw there was one for pain. And I saw there was a peace and a joy patch, right? Mental health, all of those. And I lost my mind. I told as many people as I possibly could. And my patches finally came in. I knew I was going to share with everyone the second I saw the science, but my patches came in. I put on the Freedom first. Because I'd been in a really bad car accident and my neck and my lower back were just trashed. It was really not good. I won't go into it because that's long. Um, but all of a sudden, and I actually have my first reaction video on Facebook if you guys want to see it. It will make you cry, so don't watch it if you're in public, because I was not expecting to really feel anything within the first couple of seconds. I thought, like I do with everything else, let's be real, this is going to take time and that's okay, right? And so I told myself this is going to take time. And if you go and watch it, I put Freedom on and I was like, hold on. And I started doing everything I could to induce pain. I started bending over. I started twisting like a weirdo. And I just started bawling on camera, like full on bawling. And I said, holy crap, like I can't believe what is happening right now. And it was so wild because if you've ever been in chronic pain, you don't realize what it does to your brain, what it does to your thinking, what it does to everything you do. You can't enjoy anything. You think you are, but you really can't taste that pizza. You really aren't hugging your mom. I know that sounds horrible to say out loud, but it's like things are, there's a veil, if that makes sense. And then I put on Liberty and I live alone. I live alone in a studio. And so there was no one to do my balance test. So I just put my arms out to the side and I just slowly tried to twist one way. And I was like, okay, that's where my arm can go to. So I put Liberty on and I twisted like 3 feet further. It was the craziest thing. And I get adjustments, I get massages, I stretch, like I do so many things. And I was like, what is happening? And then, of course, the next one I got was Defend. And I've always had issues with my lymphatic system. I have MTHFR. If you guys know, it affects your detox capabilities. And so my lymphatic system, especially my neck, has always been really poofy, okay? I have a chin and a jaw, thanks to Defend. If you go to my profile, you'll see before and after. I can send it to Lori too. But literally with every single patch, I have a crazy testimony. I can definitely have more neurodivergent tendencies. And I put Peace and Kick It on, changed my life. I had no idea how many thoughts I was just looping and looping and looping. And even things, and it sounds weird to say out loud, but just like poor me thoughts where I wasn't moving forward. I was just allowing myself to stay. You put Kick It on, that'll take care of that. I used to eat my every Friday, I would eat a whole thing of pizza. Oh, I can only do half of a pizza now. It was so upsetting to me because that was my way to chill. I almost took Kick It off because I was like, I need my pizza. And I'm standing there going, I am so full. I'm going to take this freaking patch off. And then I told myself, no, you said you want to lose some weight. Just, you don't actually need it. You've had half a thing of pizza. You're fine. And so they've just changed my life, my family. They all know I'm the crazy patch lady. And I don't even ask. It's the best thing ever. I just run up to my family. My mom just went on a trip with everyone and I ran up to give her peace and joy. And she was like, why are you giving me these? Because she never has an issue with mood. And I told her, I said, for the family, please just put these on. And she was like, you little, and I won't say the word she said, but I was like, it's because I love you. We're going to have a great Thanksgiving and we're going to be happy about it. And we were just dying laughing. And so I could share endless testimonies. We have so many customers, so many people that are seeing wonderful results. I actually haven't looked since the end of last month, but last I looked, we have over 3,138 people on this team alone, not including customers, that are boldly sharing these patches and how much they actually help people. So if you guys have any questions, I'm always around. Lori, I wasn't sure if there's anything else you wanted me to say, but it's a little bit
Oh,
of my story.
you know what? That is so cool to hear because when we jump on the phone, you're always there to help me with business questions. And I have never even thought to ask, like, tell me your story. And that is so amazing. Thank you for sharing. So, how long have you been with Super Patch?
So I started April 1st of last year.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Very cool, you guys. So I
Yay.
hope you guys all took something away from tonight. It gets every single time we do this, it reignites the why and what we what we can do to share this. So let's have an amazing week. Let's go tip some people over. And if you guys were on the call last night, my biggest takeaway last night was go do 1,000 tests. Go do 1,000 demos, and something massive is going to happen from that. And the biggest thing is what we're seeing here tonight. And thank goodness someone shared it with me. And it has changed my life from being in chronic pain to not chronic pain. It was mentioned here tonight. We don't realize how much it sucks from our human being when we're in pain. And I am just grateful and the ripple effect that's happening because somebody shared it with me, and somebody shared it with Amanda. It's beautiful. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll see you again next Tuesday. We will have our business opportunity Zoom Thursday at 6:30 Mountain Time, and we'll see you all there again. So thanks again. Thanks for joining us. Bye, guys.
Bye.